This one just broke before we came on the air, and I didn't know if to be, I didn't know whether to laugh or what. According to multiple reports, this is from Chris Haynes, Shams, everybody, all the insiders. Kyrie Irving wants the Dallas Mavericks to trade for LeBron James. The reunion that everybody sees coming, but they don't know how it's going to come about because it's very difficult, right? Kyrie Irving going into free agency. Lakers can't afford him outright. Would the Lakers would there be a sign and trade to send him over to LA? What would the Lakers part with that? It's a lot of moving parts, but now we're saying that Kyrie wants to move LeBron to Dallas to form the big three of LeBron, Luka, and Kyrie Irving, man. Al, what was your take when you read this, man?
Looks like Kyrie should have just stayed in Cleveland, man.
After all that, right? You should have just stayed in Cleveland, man.
After everything, wanted to be his own leader, wanted to lead a team, thought he could do it with KD, all to go right back to LeBron James. Should have just stayed in Cleveland. I don't know how this trade gets done, just because we would have to see what Kyrie gets paid this offseason, because he can get, I believe he can get the Supermax, right? He can get the Supermax this offseason. He can get I think Kyrie's eligible for a 5-year, $272 million contract. How they're able to squeeze that, Luka and LeBron on one team with the new CBA will be very interesting. But if you want to do like a mock trade right now, something that I put together is Maxi Kleber, Josh Green. They're going to want a young player for you. And then Christian Wood. That's one way. Or you could add, who is the other one that I had? Where is it? Where's the other play that I had? Or I'm sorry, Davis Bertans, if you didn't want to use Christian Wood. That makes the money work. What picks you get from Dallas with the 6 that they got left, I don't know.
Well,
because they got the 2023, 2025, 26, 27, 28 first rounders.
There's just no way, man. And according to Chris Haynes, right, remember that the new CBA is coming. It's going to make it harder to have 3 max players on their contract because of the hard cap. So according to Chris Haynes, in order for Irving and James to partner with Luka, the two would have to take a sizable pay cut. He says the easiest and unlikeliest path to adding James this offseason for him to orchestrate a buyout with the Lakers. Another thing I couldn't see happening. I just don't think LeBron would just completely torch that bridge. He usually just does it after contracts are over with, then he'll go back to Cleveland and win another championship with Bronny and Bryce and the whole family. But, I don't see him going to Pelinka and Jeannie Buss saying, get me out of here, get me out of this contract, and then going to take way less money to go play with Cuban and Kyrie and Luka Doncic. I don't see him taking a pay cut. I don't see anybody taking a roll cut. Who of those 3 players, it's almost like that start bench cut meme that you see coming around always on the internet.
Yeah, right.
Who of those 3 players would sacrifice their game for the betterment of the team? We don't know if Luka Doncic can play off ball. Can he play off of a ball dominant LeBron James?
Can we be real for a second? Lakers were not too far. It's not like the Lakers were completely outmatched by the Nuggets. They were close. They were very close to making a finals appearance.
Yeah.
And why would for LeBron leave Anthony Davis for Kyrie Irving? You know what I mean? When Anthony Davis is healthy, we're talking about a top 10 player in the league, right? You're going to tell me
I think there's high risk with both players.
It's high risk, but I'm going to take my chances with AD more so than I'm going to take it with Kyrie.
I hear you, man.
And then you're going to tell me that AD playing center, you're going to change it for who? Powell? That's who you want playing your center to be?
Well, I mean, I have no idea.
Just think about it. LeBron at this age, he plays more point guard than he does as a big. You know what I mean? So you're going to have him, Luka, and Kyrie all on the perimeter, and then you're going to say, all right, pal, you got this. Christian Wood, You got this.
It sounds like a bad idea, but I think this could be more Kyrie speaking to Cuban, saying, "Hey, listen, I want to play with this guy. Make it happen one way or the next." I think it's a little chess match there. They just showed Kyrie getting picked up in L.A. by Phil Handy, longtime assistant coach around the league and current assistant coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. Kyrie was there in the front row when the Lakers were losing to the Nuggets in Game 4. I think it's a little mental. It's a little mental mind game going on here.
Is this Kyrie's way of saying, like, if you're saying it's his negotiation, is this some way like saying, oh, this is my final offer or I'm out type of deal, where it's like, if you can't get LeBron to Dallas,
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. Is that it?
I'm out of here, man. I would have to see what would the Lakers even have to offer. Like, is it just it's probably just a mid-level. If he were to opt out and become a free agent and he went to LA, I mean, what are you talking about? Like a $12 million bag? What we would have to look that up.
I don't even know the money,
the
entire money aspect for the Lakers. It's just, I would just find it funny that the Lakers would trade with a conference opponent, and like if you're LeBron, why would you even consider that?
Right.
Cuban was the guy who just said, "Hey, I will I'll stay out of the play-in to go get a lottery pick."
Right.
Like, that's not what LeBron's here for. You know what I mean? Like, there has to be some sort of reassurance that no matter what happens, we're going to stay competitive year in and year out. Sure, you got the connections with Jay Kidd, because he was there on the Lakers bench for a little bit, but I don't even think that's enough to take him over to Dallas. It'd be a weird trade. I don't even know what that type of trade would look like, in all honesty. What do you trade for a star that, just injured his foot?
Right.
Didn't necessarily have even though he still performed well, didn't have that same burst that we've seen in previous years. Like, what type of trade package is that? Like, how many draft picks do you ask for someone like LeBron James, who I don't know how many years he has left in the league?
Yeah, it's just as the world turns with Kyrie Irving and LeBron James, man. They can't even let the Miami Heat just have their shine for Game 2, right? It's always something. It's always something, man. Even the most unlikely scenario they want to throw out there to the media. Unreal.
I have to reserve my comments because stuff gets back and people get their vertebrae. Oh, I grew up with my dad grew up with you and all that. So I leave it alone, but it sounds like some, housewives of Orange County, Atlanta stuff, Flavor of Love. It's just a mess. I'm glad. I'm so happy I'm a Knicks fan, man. And why would, and nothing against, when I talk sometimes, I say, this is me as a sports fan. I love all my Dallas fans. But LeBron ain't living in Dallas, Texas half the year. It ain't happening. How about that? He ain't going to Dallas, Texas to live half his year.
Right.
It's not happening.
Yeah,
no.
I don't think so, man.
Because at that age and stage, man, it's more about where you're going to be living.
Yeah.
And also, isn't Bronny's going to which college? Is he going to
USC? He's going to USC.
Yeah, he's going to USC. So
he's staying in California, man.
He's staying in California. He'll wait for Bronny to be one and done. But at the same time, he'll be able to get out of his contract. Then, they hope Bronny gets drafted in the first round, which many think he will. And then LeBron will see from there. Who's got room to make history? We're trying to be like the Griffies out here. Let's go.
And now playing for the Seattle Sonics, LeBron James,
Las Vegas,
LeBron James Jr.
Yeah.
That's the talk. The Las Vegas team is looking at, it being a reality from wherever it comes from, or if it's expansion. And that might be a reality. It's close to California. It's like, it's whatever franchise that's going to be there. It's they're finally realizing that Las Vegas is a formidable city for NBA basketball, because you've seen the Raiders go over there. The Oakland A's are going to get up out of Oaktown and go there.
Yeah.
They're building stadiums, like they're putting them up like that. So this is a possibility as opposed to nobody ain't going to Dallas.
Great.
Kyrie is there in Dallas trying to figure out like how can he stay in Dallas? Come on, my friends, come move with me. I need company. That's what that is.